Game 7 was supposed to be a spectacle, but disaster struck and turned the ultimate showdown into a bittersweet event. Let's go from the start. 48 minutes to enter history for one of these teams. Then, right from tip-off, the Pacers made it clear that they're not afraid of the moment. Terrific on the road in the playoffs. OKC barely unbeatable at home. Nembhard notched out the first shot of the night. It's back to hand to Nembhard. Siakam left wide open with Pascal Siakam furious his first three-pointer. What a playoff run he has had. Gilgeous Alexander, well defended. Trying to get a shot off ball poked away. Shot clock down to 2. He's got to put it up. Just gets it off the time. Gains it up a fall. Now a rebound taken by Siakam. Andrew Nembhard is all over SGA, absolutely hounding him throughout the entire defensive possession. But Shea knew just how high the stakes were in this one, so despite having all eyes on him, he found ways to get to his spots early on. Thing is, with everything riding on this game, Halliburton came out ready to shock the world. Siakam Halliburton lines up a long three-pointer. Got it. Halliburton only had to play 23 minutes of Game 6 because of the blowout. Halliburton launches another one. Punts it in back-to-back threes for Tyrese Halliburton and a quick 5-point lead for the Pacers. Halliburton tries again. Halliburton hits again, his third three-pointer already. And a timeout, Mark Daigneault. Tyrese with a blistering 9 points from downtown in just 90 seconds. The Pacers are percolating, playing their game. Transition buckets, passes are flying around the court. Things are looking good for them. And the packed Gainbridge Fieldhouse back home is rocking. Indiana continues to jump on Shea defensively, so he's got to trust his teammates, and Caruso justifies that decision. SGA to Caruso. Caruso lines up the three. That's there. Where he has shot 40% to three-point range during these playoffs. Gets past Turner, kicks it out Caruso. Gets another good look from three. That's good. Caruso off the bench with back-to-back threes. With both teams going blow for blow from the very beginning, the situation was about to escalate. But little did we know that absolute tragedy was about to strike. Rip the test from Dort. Halliburton falls down. He looks hurt. Here comes SGA the other way inside, and Williams slows it down. Halliburton's hurt right away when he fell. Worst that straight half. He's in pain, so emotional. Oh my God. You can literally see the Achilles snapping, and Tyrese knew it right away as he immediately burst into tears. He actually tells the trainer what it is. Wow, right in the most important game of his life. Utterly heartbreaking. That backstep to spring off has been deadly for basketball players. The exact same way that Jason Tatum tore his Achilles trying to pop off of his back leg, and the same way that Lillard tore his. This was also eerily similar to Game 6 in 2019 when KD was dealing with a calf strain, the same injury that Hallie played through, only to end up tearing their Achilles. But as crushing as it was for Halliburton and his team, this is still a do-or-die game for the championship, and they gotta try and win it, even without him. And in a wild turn of events, the Pacers rebounded from this initial shock and continued going at Oklahoma. Out these Indiana Pacers as Mathurin ties the game at 25. Toppin can't get the three. Turner, good offensive rebound. Nesmith lines it up. That's good. And Indy sure caught a break as the Thunder couldn't capitalize on the 8 turnovers they forced in the first half, resulting in only 4 points from that. The strong defense was offset by them completely forgetting how to shoot, breaking their way to a 2 for 13 shooting from downtown in the second quarter. There's Williams on the bounce. Dort throws up another three, that one way off. This game has turned into a slugfest here in the first half. Slugfest is right. And in that chaos, the Pacers saw their chance to finish the first half strong. So, without their all-star point guard, Mathurin drills the three-pointer. And the Indiana Pacers lead by 1. Nembhard fires up a three, got it. Then into Nembhard from way downtown. Pacers take the lead. Against all odds, playing on the road without their leader, the underdogs are in front at halftime, and only 24 minutes stand between them and the most improbable title run in NBA history. If the Thunder want to avoid an upset for the ages, they have to come out hungrier and more decisive, and boy did they. SGA tries to answer, and does. His first three-pointer, he was 0 for 5. Gilgeous Alexander doubled, finds Hunter, nails a three. His first three-pointer. They have struggled mightily for downtown. The spin, the pass. Williams open three. That one bounces in. A barrage of threes from OKC's trio of SGA, Chet, and J-Dub catapults the home team to a 9-point lead. This might be the moment where they start to knock their opponent out. Only thing is, the most unlikely hero would single-handedly keep the Pacers in this game with a video game run of his own. McConnell on the drive pulls up shot. It's good. McConnell mayhem once again. McConnell so confident gets to the rim and scores again. DJ McConnell pulls up, puts it in. He is dominating here in this third quarter. What is going on? DJ McConnell literally carrying the Pacers, scoring 10 points in 3 minutes. And they're still in this game. He would score all of Indiana's 12 points in the last 6 minutes of the third quarter. And herein lies the problem, because OKC had a balanced attack on offense, and on the defensive end, they forced 7 turnovers in the third quarter alone, which ballooned the leads yet again. Williams, Hartenstein, kicks it out the corner. Cason Wallace, punching a three. They've started to hit the threes here in the third. McConnell, deflected by Hartenstein, throws it ahead. Wallace goes up to the layup, bench gone. Defense turning the offense. A 9-point lead. Williams to the basket. That lethal left hand once again from Jalen Williams. Williams pulls back. Jump shot. That's good. Soft touch from Jalen Williams. The Thunder execute their patented blitz. A 3-minute span where they completely shut down their opponent's way to the basket. And meanwhile, make it rain on the other end. This results with a 13-point lead at the end of the third, and they can already smell the champagne. Indiana needs a miracle in the final period. But just look at this. This graphic at the beginning of the fourth is nothing short of staggering for a Game 7 of the finals. To make matters even worse, the home team would keep them scoreless for the first 4.5 minutes of the quarter with yet another display of stifling defense. Siakam right at Holmgren stops. Back up top, D-Smith shot block. Filters Alexander. Siakam picks it up. His turnaround. In and out. Rebound Holmgren. Chet is just special on the defection end, man. McConnell goes right at Holmgren. Pulls back out again. Across the lane. Spins. Finds Neesmith. Blocked by Holmgren. And that, of course, leads to this. SGA splits the defense. Kicks it out. Williams a three-pointer. That's a 21-point lead. Chaos in the arena as OKC goes up by 21. We've seen Indiana do some unbelievable things in these playoffs, but after all that took place at the beginning and with nothing more left in them, the Pacers just couldn't recover from this, and shortly after, celebrations started to take place in Oklahoma for their first ever NBA championship. And the emotions at the opposite end of pouring out of the Thunder. So much expected all season long. Of seeing all that you worked for, all the practices, all the road trips, all the nights at the hotels. Congratulations, you're the 2025 NBA champion. And you already know who the MVP is. For the first time in 25 years, the same player won the regular season MVP, the scoring title, and now he's your finals MVP. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But he hands the trophy over to J-Dub, showing that he deserved it just as much. What a class act by the leader of the team. But the real star of the show was none other than Isaiah Hartenstein's little kid, who was way too tired to celebrate. How do you get your son to be more into this? Oh no, I don't know why he's asleep right now, but I guess it's not loud enough, so I'm gonna need you to get a little louder. Then, while it was all smiles for them, watching Indiana and especially Tyrese waiting to greet all of his teammates was absolutely gut-wrenching, at least for me. The leader of the Pacers, greeting his team, they gave everything they had, fought tooth and nail, emptied the tank, and fell just one game short of their first NBA title. Man, I enjoyed watching this team and honestly wanted them to pull off the impossible. Regardless, I'm thankful to have witnessed this improbable run and wish Tyrese a speedy recovery. So this is Game 7 for you in a nutshell. The ultimate pleasure of victory and the lifelong misery of defeat. A poetic way to put a cap on yet another NBA season, by far the wildest and most entertaining in ages. And I thank you for rocking with me and experiencing all of this together in these videos. So up to the next one. Peace out.